Welcome back, my beauties. It's your girl Abby here, and today we're gonna be achieving an everyday look, my go-to look if I'm stepping out to pick up my son or go for grocery shopping or any errand at all. And I do wear this also basically in my going out, church, sometimes photo shoots. So it's a very simple, easy steps makeup tutorial, beginner friendly. So sit tight. If you're a beginner, we're gonna take things step by step, and without further ado, let's hop onto our tutorial. So first of all, we're gonna be prepping our face. So I've already applied my daily moisturizer, and what we're gonna do next is to apply our primer, right? So I'll be using my Bobbi Brown SPF 50 primer plus protection, right? And I'm simply gonna apply that all over my face, a little amount, because a little can go a long way. So what have I been up to today? To be honest, I had to return some items I ordered online, and I spent most of my time packaging them well just to get my money refunded, right? So I've been all alone the entire morning trying to fill forms, make phone calls, you know, get some of the to-do list away. And basically I decided to record content, as my brow is all done already. There's a link in the description box if you want to learn how to, you know, do your brow, right? So you guys know I love my big brow, and I love using my Huda Beauty contour and bronzer palette in the shade Tan. So that's what I use for my brow, and I'm gonna be using it in today's tutorial as well. And I've also fallen in love with my Morphe brushes. Lately, I've not been touching my Real Techniques brushes. My face is all primed, and I love this primer I'm using so much. It doesn't leave my face very, very matte, but it blurs my pores, and it's really good, right? So next, I'm going to apply my foundation, and I'll be using my foundation NARS Macao Natural Radiant Long Wear Foundation, this one here. So I'm simply going to apply this generously. Guys, this tutorial is just very simple, natural look, nothing really dramatic, just a quick one if you're on the go, and this won't last you more than 15 minutes, apart from maybe spending time to do your brows, right? So apparently I had a very, very stressed Monday. I was hoping to do this tutorial on Monday. Today's Wednesday, right? Whilst I'm filming. Obviously you guys will see it tonight, right? And my Monday was just stressful. As I was saying before, I received my package and I wasn't happy about my orders, about my package, so I had to be on the phone trying to find out how to return these things, right? And after doing all the talking back and forth with the supplier, my phone ended up, you know, clashing. So my phone just went frozen. Nothing was happening on my phone. Guys, you know I film my videos with my phone. I do my business with my phone. I've got two iPhones. I've got the newest one, 12 Pro Max, and I've got iPhone 11. So this phone just went frozen. Nothing was moving. Nothing was actually functioning. From me trying to get my things sorted with this supplier and not getting any tangible excuses or reasons why I didn't receive what I wanted, and then my phone just stopped responding, and I was really stressed out. I called on Apple, right? So Apple, first of all, I spoke to one technician that went through whatever process to help me, recover my phone. It wasn't working at all. We did the what do we call it, volume up, volume down, and the power button, whatever it was. I can't really explain much. Nothing. We tried 3 options, nothing was working. I really love this foundation, to be honest. Macao, it sits really well. It's just natural. It's almost as if I don't really have much on my face. I'm really loving this today, guys. And I like the fact that there is a broad daylight, so this video has no lighting at all. It's just natural daylight, right? I'm sitting close to the window. I've got a window just in front of me, and my camera is here. So yeah, I really love this. It just matches my neck. Yeah, I love it. So back to what I was saying. We tried a couple of steps, it didn't happen, and the guy advised me to call the Apple shop. Oh, actually, he gave me a link to follow to book an appointment. There was no appointment to go into the Apple shop in my city center, and I was just sick. All of a sudden. I felt really, sick. And I couldn't get any appointments, so I decided to find the number of the shop on Google, and then call directly to see if there is anybody, if I can even drop in that day, because who lives a day without a phone? Come on, that phone is just my I don't want to say my life, but literally I do everything on my phone. Thank God I had the iPhone 11 to receive maybe my appointment from my clients, and also just interact with on social media. But I couldn't just get the fact that my phone is not working right. So next, I'm gonna highlight my face, a quick highlight, and as the conversation is getting better, let me quickly do that, and then we'll come back to our conversation. So I'm going to apply my e.l.f. Hydrating Cameo Concealer Satin Finish, and it's in the shade Deep Caramel, right? So I find this shade very good. I've used other ones and it was a little bit too yellow, or let me say golden, and it was just giving me this orange or yellow highlights. I wasn't enjoying it, so I got my hands on this one, and I feel this is really good. So we're just gonna apply just a generous amount, not too much. We're not doing anything dramatic today. And yeah, I got somebody on the phone. It was a beautiful, nice voice lady. I could tell she was pretty, and she was very calm, very gentle with me, unlike the first guy that I got, right? And then this lady took me through the same steps that we've tried, right? And it didn't work. She connected my phone to my MacBook, and it wasn't responding. I think when they connect to your MacBook, she was actually viewing my screen through the MacBook and instructing me what to do. Nothing really worked, guys. So you can imagine the level of my stress and whatever it is. It didn't work. And then the last thing she said to me, try make bookings. She actually first of all called Apple herself to book for me, and they said to her there is no appointment. So what I could do is to wait till the next day and phone in directly to the shop to see if there is somebody that is cancelled the appointment, and then I could get mine, get an appointment and then go to see. That was supposed to be today. So this happened on Monday. It's supposed to be yesterday, on Tuesday, sorry. So she was on the phone for a while, like 5 minutes or more, and then what happened, nobody was literally picking up, right? And Guys, I didn't want to use a cream concealer, but since I'm waiting on the highlight to sit for a little bit, I'm just going to apply my Huda Beauty contour and bronzer palette, right? So I'm just going to apply a little amount of it. Let's use this brush here. I'm using my Morphe Brushes. Just going to apply a little amount of that, and I'll come this way like that. And we go on that. Right. And a little bit here. So that was the end of it. So she said to me lastly, okay, I think we've tried everything that we could, but if your phone doesn't get back on, the camera is just not staying in the right position right now. Okay, so she said if my phone doesn't come up, start functioning automatically, I might have to go into the shop for them to see whatever the problem is, because she couldn't figure out what it was. And then lastly, she said to me, were you having alerts for storage? And I said, yeah. I mean, I saw an alert for like my storage is full, and I was trying to delete videos and pictures, stuff like that. And so she was, okay, probably this phone could come up. Let's wait and see. But if not, you have to go see somebody in the store. So my heart was just broken. I was like, I'm gonna leave a day or even more. If I go to the shop and there is still no appointment because of COVID reasons, you can't really just walk into the shop like usual. So I was just, heartbroken and sad and stressed, and I left this phone for a while and waited for my kids to come back. Everybody was at home. So my man was here, right? And I was just explaining, oh my God, I've had a stressful day, and trying to say everything, and bam, my phone just was on again. And you can imagine the happiness, the joy, or whatever in my face and in my emotions. I was like, oh my God. And literally, guys, this phone has stressed me out for more than 5 good hours. My whole morning till, let's say, 3 o'clock, right, was just gone. All frustration from my orders being wrong and my phone. And I think problems do come in bunch, right? It comes in bulk. Let's say you can have one day full of too many stress. And one thing I've learned also to deal with situations like this is to just chill. And although I was stressed, I was calmed as well, because there was nothing really I could do, right? Let's start to blend this highlight in, and then we'll take it from there. Yeah, so to chill and calm yourself down, even if you don't have control over the situation, right? So I learned a big lesson from yesterday. I was getting a bit jammed in my emotion and getting stressed and sad and everything, but I got to the point to realize that this is not gonna work, so you better chill. And then one lesson also I learned is that in the midst of confusion or disturb or distraction or whatever it is, breakdown, you don't just give up, right? You just have to calm down and be hopeful that it's gonna work. Some part of me was like, okay, let me just believe what this girl is saying, and hopefully my phone is just gonna come back on. Another part of me is like, oh, everything we've done didn't really work, so what's the point? I just have to give up and then wait until when next my appointments can go through, and then I will just go and get this phone done, guys. But at the end of the day, me calming down, being stressed literally, my phone just came back on. So sometimes whatever the situation we're going through in a day, there is always a light at the end of the tunnel. That is basically it. And this has really taught me a lesson. It's really taught me to really chill and be hopeful. It's just a phone, but trust me, I mean, I know you all ladies will get what I'm trying to say. When your phone breaks down, oh my god, it's just too much to deal with in a day, you know. If you're somebody like me that is always on your phone, doing everything on your phone, you understand what I'm talking about. So yeah, so all I'm doing now is to blend in, right? Blend everything in. And the reason why I leave my highlight or even concealer to sit down, because it's a cream concealer, you might want to let it sit down so you can have a full coverage. Like you see, everything just melted in very seamlessly. But if you go ahead straight, you know, after you've applied that and you just blend it in, you won't have a full coverage and you can still see your skin through, right? So we're just gonna blend everything in, and I'm using my Morphe brushes. This is the Morphe brushes. It hasn't got any names on it, but I've just gotten my hands on these brushes. If you want to know how to use these Morphe brushes, there is a tutorial. I'll be leaving that one also in the link below for you to watch, right? So enough of the talking, let's get this video, you know, going, and then we get a very nice and small video, right? So what I'm doing also is to blend in on the side of my nose, right? Because I'm gonna contour my nose very shortly. And also, as you can see, my nose is sculpting, you know, as I blend in, right? So you might want to bring your highlights a little bit on the side of your nose. And also I'm blending in on my eyelid as well. I'm using the leftover highlight on my eyelid. And as you can see, I'm blending also all the way up, all to sculpt my face, right? And yeah, right. So let's go ahead and blend also out the contour. And as you can see, guys, I contoured. I'm gonna contour these areas, but I'm gonna brush it a little bit into my hair. And if you have a big forehead, right, if you contour right, you know, on your hairline, right, your forehead is still gonna be the same. But if you want to minimize your forehead, just to say, bring your contour a little bit, few centimeters away from your hairline, right? So I'm simply gonna blend this out. And I'll bring it to the sides of my forehead. I like using big brushes. I mean, you can use a smaller brush, something similar to what I use to blend in the highlights, but I love this brush. I love the fact that it's angled, especially when I'm using it on the sides here. So all I'm doing, blend in, blend in, blend in, and we're gonna go ahead and also blend our cheekbones out. And I'll be bringing it a little bit in the hairline area just to soften it and also sculpt my face, right? And I'll go also under my jawline. To blend. Okay, so now I'm gonna set my contoured face with my Sacha Buttercup setting powder, right? And I'm simply gonna pick a little bit and I'll dab it at the back of my hand. I'll be leaving links below in this video just in case you want to try these products I'm using. So I've also begun to love this Sacha Buttercup one for the shade that it is. It gives me the perfect glow or highlight that I want, unlike other setting powder, right, that looks a bit too white. I think for my skin tone this is really good. So I'm gonna go also on the side of the nose. A little bit on here and a little bit on the forehead, and I'm using whatever is left on here to, you know, apply, right? And I usually like to have that snatch face, so I'm gonna go in this area with a little bit of the powder. And I'll leave it to sit there for a little bit. I'm gonna blend everything in a bit. And lastly, I would contour and highlight my nose, right? The reasons why I leave this for the last time is that sometimes you tend to cancel whatever you've done on the nose and you might have to go in again. So I'm just gonna go in the bridge of my nose like that. And I'm using this flat brush because I want to be precise in there. So I'm gonna blend that in with my Real Technique brush. And I'm gonna go ahead to set it with my Sacha Buttercup as well. Okay, right. So now I'm gonna go in and buff out the powders that I've applied in my highlighted area, my Sacha Buttercup, and again also blending it in. So all I'm gonna do is, naturally you can see the contoured area, right? Even though I haven't applied any concealer or a bronzer, right? So I'm just simply gonna follow it just to enhance the shade. And I'm using my smudger brush, Morphe. So here we are. Right, so all I'm gonna do now is to use the same NARS bronzer powder, Punta Cana, and I'm just simply gonna set my cream contour, right? And also to bring in more warmth to the face. Okay, so lastly, I'm gonna blend everything in with a complexion powder, just to blend and soften everything in. Okay, so now I'm gonna use the same NARS Punta Cana, and I'm simply gonna blend a little bit on my eyelid, just to give me just a natural look eyeshadow. I'm just gonna blend all of that all over my eyelid. Oh my gosh, at this point, this is why you don't wear a white top doing your makeup. I've got a little stain there. Yeah, so I can actually come in there a little bit with this brush. Yes, just all over the eyelid, and that's all we're doing. I'll be using my Maybelline New York mascara. It says Forces Lash Lift. Okay, and I'm gonna go on the upper lash and also the lower lash. Ooh, this is good. Yes. I feel naturally my lashes are quite long, but this mascara also do a very good job, you know, to make them look a bit like Forces, right? Yep, and I'm gonna go ahead and line the lips, and I'll be using the same Huda Beauty contour and bronzer palette. And guys, like I say, I use this product for my brow, sometimes for my eyeshadow, for my lips, to contour. So it's worth investing in Huda Beauty bronzer and contour palette, right? I use it basically for a lot of applications, and I'm just gonna simply shade a little bit in the outer corners. And also, I'm gonna use the same concealer, right, from NYX or ELF, sorry. I'm gonna go in there. And now I'm gonna go on top of it with my Revolution lip gloss, which is almost gone. Hopefully I can get enough for this look. And voila, that is our look. You can go ahead and put in some bronzer, blush. Let's try use Morphe Leader bronzer palette just to bring in a little bit of warmth in here. Oh yeah, so I am really good. I'm not really doing much with this one. So this is a simple everyday look, you know, super easy, very clean, you know, fresh looking makeup look. So thanks for joining me, and I'm just gonna grab a wig and pop it on so I look all snatched, right?